Hey, what's up guys? This is Natural Soap Man back with another one. And guys, in this week I'm actually reviewing the Viking by JD Botanicals. So with that being said, let's get right into the review. So my friends, if you remember last week we talked about the pine tar. And if you didn't see the review, go check that one out. But I'm gonna kind of reiterate real quick, give a little more background on JD Botanicals. Again, the guy doesn't have a website. If you want his soap, you have to go to his Etsy page, and I'll obviously leave a link for that. But this is the really cool part. Justin Bauer, who is the owner and founder of JD Botanicals, actually has a background in ethnobotany and also history, and he uses that knowledge and insight to kind of guide his soap making process, if you will. So a lot of his soaps kind to reflect historical, I guess, soaps, if you will. And it's some really cool stuff. And kind of what the name suggests is with Viking, which caught my interest, and why is one of the reasons why I bought the darn soap, because I was just interested. It's like, well, what does a Viking soap look like? And do we even actually have records of Viking soaps and stuff like that? And to my surprise, we actually do. There have been soaps that actually been found in archaeological records, and even some of the recipes have actually been handed down for hundreds and hundreds of years. And so I was like, that's absolutely just mind-boggling, that fact alone. And the idea that this soap, I guess, is based on those recipes. So I was like, well, I gotta check this out. This might be literally one of the most badass soaps we've ever gonna review on this channel. So I couldn't wait. I'm super excited to get my hands on it. As the soap features peppermint, birch, sea salt, things like that, all which are historically just really powerful ingredients to begin with. So with that being said, guys, let's hop into the first part of our video. Since there's no boxing of the soap, these soaps come naked. This is basically like just a little cutout sheet. We're just gonna skip that part. We're gonna hop right into the soap itself and go from there. So let's move right along. Okay guys, moving on to the next part of the video, we're gonna take a closer look at the soap. So we're gonna go ahead and zoom in on the Viking. So first things first, as you notice, it has a very similar shape and structure as the pine tar, where it has like this rectangle style shape. Looks like got my butter knife cut. It's a little rough on the top. I love it, absolutely love it. The little tree is stamped or carved in on the top. It has a soft white color that is provided by bentonite clay that's giving it a natural white color that you're seeing. It's got some little specks in it, but it's not an exfoliant. It's not an exfoliant, but there are some specks in it. But just kind of looking at it, it's a very, very pretty bar of soap. I love the handcraftedness that is obviously clearly there. And there you have it, my friends. That is the Viking up close and personal. So let's go ahead and move on to the next part of the video, where we're gonna talk about the ingredients and take a closer look at those bad boys. So let's move right along. All right, cool deal, guys. Now moving on to the ingredients part of the video. Let's go ahead and post ingredients on the screen. And guys, as you can tell, very similar to the pine tar, we're not using very many ingredients. In fact, the only difference here is we're using 6 ingredients as opposed to 5 last time. The difference being the bentonite clay. Now, as you can tell, here again, we're using olive oil, coconut oil, and castor oils. A really good combination. These oils are very powerful moisturizers. They're loaded with nutrients and vitamins and offer a ton of other benefits. They'll also have plenty of fatty acids, things like that, which are also important for the skin. And just a wonderful combination in conjunction with each other. Now, as I previously mentioned before, we also have the bentonite clay, which is providing the soap this nice, soft, white color. But like I said before, it's not really doing justice. That's not just colorant in this case. Bentonite clay is just volcanic ash that has been aged. And it's been a natural remedy that's been used throughout human history for literally thousands of years, actually. And one of the primary things it's known for is that it acts as a detoxifying agent as it pulls out the toxins out of your body. And we also have birch, which is very interesting enough. It's related to aspirin chemically. It's also known to be a muscle pain reliever, which is something I didn't necessarily know. And And I thought that was really fascinating, so I learned something new. And of course we have peppermint, which we have spoke about peppermint plenty of times on this channel. I've reviewed soaps that have peppermint in the past. Peppermint's wonderful against acne, as it has like the soothing, cooling sensation. It's great against fighting off bacteria and things like that. And it just opens up the pores. It just does a lot of really great things for your skin. It's just a really great ingredient. Can't go wrong with peppermint. It's always a nice addition. And it just smells wonderful too. So yeah, and to wrap everything up, we also see sea salt, which is loaded in minerals, obviously. It's shown to have some therapeutic properties and also shown to reduce stress. So a lot of really cool stuff, a lot of great ingredients here. So getting a chance to check all that out. Guys, let's move on to the next part of the video where we're gonna do a sniff test, and where I always try to do my best to describe how the darn thing smells. So let's move right on. All right, my friends, taking a deeper dive into the sniff test. Very quickly and simply, the Viking features terrifically a light, very soft, a very smooth peppermint scent. Now, a really good reference point is, I want you to think of those little soft chew peppermint candies. You know what I'm talking about? They'll hand them out at restaurants, or some restaurants, right? They'll hand out little soft chew peppermint, not the hard ones, the soft peppermint chews. Now, it doesn't smell exactly like that, but I think that's a really good reference, a good starting point for you to at least get an idea, because they both feature like a really soft peppermint-like smell. It's not abrasive, right? It's not hard. It's not a strong peppermint smell. I think that's the birch. I think the birch kind of softens out, almost gives like a light peppermint woodsy smell. And it does, it's really good actually. If you like peppermint smells, you're gonna love this soap. I really do think so. My peppermint people, it's a good one. It smells really good actually. But if you don't like, now on the flip side, if you don't like peppermint, I don't think you're gonna like this soap, because that's pretty much what it is. It's very, very on the nose here, and very similar to the pine tar. I appreciate the natural smell of it. Like, there's no natural fragrance, there's no other essential oils, there's nothing else added here. It's just birch and the peppermint, and they sort of just work their way, and it's just something about it just feels so natural, right? So ultimately, friends, I just think this is a really good peppermint soap. Honestly, it's a great wintry soap, so it smells like winter, honestly. I would definitely recommend getting this during the winter months, which I know we're in July, but whatever. But all right, my friends, that concludes the sniff test. I hope that gives you a better idea of what the Viking smells like. So with that being said, let's move on to the lather test, where we're gonna see the lather, and we're gonna come back, do our concluding thoughts, and go from there. So let's go check out the lather. Guys, welcome back from the lather test, and as you saw, the lather test was really good. I actually think the lather test, or the lather on the Viking, was actually a little slightly better than the pine tars. Not sure why, and I could be wrong, but it just felt that way. It looked that way and it felt that way. So I do think the Viking slightly edges out the pine tar in terms of overall lather, but I still think both of them had a really, really good lather. But here we are. This is concluding thoughts. Let's wrap up the video. Let's kind of go over everything like we always do and just kind of do a final recommendation and what I ultimately think of the soap and the company and stuff like that. So first things first, these soaps don't feature any box or packaging like that. They come what we call naked. The only thing you're getting, I mean, besides obviously the shipping box that you got to ship it in, but besides that, the soap itself is just gonna come like wrapped in like this little paper cutout on the back. Is gonna be like the ingredients on it, and it's gonna have like a wax seal stamp on it. That's pretty cool, which is pretty cool, by the way. The soap itself is really pretty. It features like this white and this nice white natural color. The soap itself, though, as compared to the pine tar, this soap was not soft. It was actually really hard. So it's a good sign, so it won't melt on you as fast. But remember, the pine tar was actually really soft to the touch, like you could squeeze it. Here, not the case. Again, I gotta point out, I don't know why, but I couldn't find the size of the soap. I actually had to weigh it. This one came out, it was a little bit bigger than pine tar. This was actually at 5 ounces. I would just like to see the size of the soap somewhere. I don't care where you put it. It could be on the wrapper. It could be on the website. Now, that's not a big deal or anything. Like, it really doesn't matter. I don't care. I'm not losing sleep over it or anything like that. It's not gonna stop me from buying more. But I don't know. It just feels like when it's not there. Now, it could be there, and if it's there, I totally apologize and ignore everything I'm saying because I'm a dummy. But if it's there, but if it's not there, I do believe it should be added, even if it's approximately whatever, 4.8, 5.1, I don't care, approximately 5. But I just think if we not put it there, you're just unnecessarily inviting people to just question, like, or unnecessarily, allowing like sketchiness to come into play when there's no need. There's nothing sketchy going on. It's just, well, we don't provide that kind of detail. The person buying it, the average consumer's gonna look at that and go, well, how big is it? Like, what am I buying? How much am I buying? So I think it just clears a lot of the air and just makes people kind of feel better here in the chest and the heart. Like, right? This bar soap actually came at $8. Again, the average will come from $7.50 to $8.50. This one comes at $8 as opposed to the $8.50 of the pine tar. So all free. The shipping and handling is free. Last time I checked, free shipping and handling. So that's cool. And in terms of the ingredients, again, 100% all natural, 100% all ethically sourced. And at the end of the day, guys, just a lot of benefits here, right? A lot of pros for you and your skin. So just 2 thumbs up, nothing to complain about, no red flags. Everything checks out. Just a well-crafted, well-made bar soap. So simple as that. Yeah, in terms of scent of the soap, again, this is pretty much a light, soft peppermint smelling soap. Now, it's not subtle. I wouldn't necessarily subtle. I do think there's enough there. It's actually pretty strong. Nothing overwhelming though, but I just wouldn't say it's subtle. There is definitely, obviously, a peppermint thing going on. And peppermints or mints are typically not very subtle soaps to begin with. So there, to be fair, but it is definitely a natural, soft, nice, gentle, very soothing peppermint smelling soap. At the end of the day, the soap performed terrific, just like the pine tar. Just absolutely awesome. Just awesome. Every time I use this soap, it left my skin feeling soft and smooth and moisturized. I just really enjoy the way it smells. I love peppermint. I just like the natural vibe it gives off. I eat up the whole history thing. I love the tie into Viking history and things like that, and its relationship. And I don't know, everything just feels like it's more intentional and just feels like it was crafted with a purpose and instead of just like putting things together to make a nice soap. Not saying that's a bad or a good thing, just I don't know, it feels like you just appreciate it more. It's just cool. It's just a nice story to get behind, and I love that crap. So anything with history and things, I eat that up all day. So, and who doesn't like Vikings? I mean, come on. That's all super cool. And the fact that you got like a legit, I guess, whatever that means, legit Viking soap, like that's cool. I don't care who you are, that's gotta be pretty, at least somewhat cool. But for me, man, recommendation wise, I'll say like this. If you like peppermint, you're gonna like this soap. Like, especially if you like light, soft, soothing peppermint, I think you just give this soap a try. It's very well crafted. It's just awesome. It's just a really nice bar soap. Now, remember these soaps, like I said in the last review, remember these soaps are custom made. They are made on demand. So when you do order the soap, like, you're not gonna get it like in the next couple of days or the week. Like, he's got to make your soap, right? So it takes, like, total time. It's gonna take them roughly a week and a half to sometimes 2 weeks with Corona. I don't know now with the Corona back on the rise. It's gonna roughly maybe take a week and a half to 2 weeks for you to actually get your soap. But that's because he's actually got to make it. So do keep that in mind when you're ordering the soap. And for future reference, if you end up liking the soap and you want more, don't wait till like right when you're about to end, right? Like, kind of maybe order when you're getting close to it being up, just because it's gonna take a while to get your next batch of soap. So do keep that in mind. But all right, guys, this pretty much wraps up the review. My final recommendation goes like this, man, guys. If you really enjoy peppermint smelling soaps, man, you're gonna love this one. 2 thumbs up. It's just well made. It's a good one, dude. This is a good one. If you don't like peppermint smelling soaps or things like that, just move on. This is not for you. You know, you're not gonna like these type of soaps, but that's cool. But if you do, just check them out and tell them your boy Natural Soul Man sent you. But all right, guys, that wraps up my review. I hope you got some out of it. I hope you enjoyed it. But until next time, until next Tuesday, I'll see you again with another review. Until then, take care and bye-bye.